is Lucy. I don't know how long she'll be here with us. She loves yoga just as much as I do. Today's practice, we're going to focus on happy hands. Sometimes we get arthritis in our hands, carpal tunnel with our wrists going on in our hands. So we're headed to open up these joints and tendons and ligaments. So with that being said, we'll get started in our seated mountain pose. So checking in that your feet are in line with your hips, your knees are in line with your ankles here. Beginning to soften the gaze down towards the floor. Maybe close the eyes entirely. Beginning to tune into the physical body. Noticing your feet pressing into the surface beneath them. Maybe moving flesh away from sit bones, feeling those sit bones rooting into the chair beneath you. Bringing the shoulders up to the ears, they wash back and down. So we begin to lengthen up through the spine and the crown of the head. Beginning to settle in for the practice, bringing your awareness to your breath. And let's take 3 cleansing breaths here. Nice big inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. Inhale through the nose and sigh it out of the mouth. And one more just like that. And then returning to breathe in and out through the nose only. Beginning to notice your breath. Beginning to build the breath gradually. Sending the inhales into the belly. Watching the belly expand as you inhale. And the belly falls as you exhale, pulling that belly in, emptying out completely. Just a few rounds at your own pace. And at the end of your next exhale, just return to the natural rhythm of your breath, bringing hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra. And softly bowing your head towards your heart. And the head comes back to neutral. And the eyes can softly open as the palms come down towards the hands. The palms come down towards the thighs. We'll inhale to sit up nice and tall. And on an exhale, we'll turn the head softly to the left. Inhale brings us to center. Exhale turns the head softly towards the right. And the inhale comes back to center. One more time to turn the head softly to the left. Inhale comes to center. Exhale turns the head towards the right. The inhale comes back to center. On the exhale, we'll drop the chin towards the chest. Next inhale, we'll trace the collarbone, moving the chin over towards that left shoulder. And the exhale will come back to center. Inhale traces the collarbone on the opposite side. And then coming back to center on your exhale. And one more time over to the left. Exhale to center. Inhale traces the collarbone to the right. And the exhale brings us back to center. The inhale brings the head back up to neutral. We'll bring our arms out in front of us with the palms facing down towards the floor. We'll begin with a nice big inhale to spread those fingers nice and wide as you can get them. And exhale, squeezes it all in. Inhale, opens those fingers nice and wide. Exhale, squeezes it in. Thumb can be in or out. Nice big inhale, spreading those fingers. Exhale, pulls it into center. Let's do this 2 more times, really stretching. Exhale, squeeze it all in. 1 more time, a nice big inhale, spread those fingers nice and wide. Exhale, squeeze it all in, nice and tight. And then release, palms facing down towards the earth, alternating some flexion and extension here. Really reaching in both directions, waking up all those muscles and ligaments that support your wrist, getting the fluids moving into those joints. And coming to stillness and just circling those wrists in one direction, nice and loosey-goosey, getting those fingers into the action here, and circling in the opposite direction. And then shaking those fingers out, bringing them towards the knees, maybe up towards the sky. Maybe you come down a little bit in front of your shins. And then coming to stillness here. Once again, we'll bring those arms out in front of us with the palms facing up towards the sky this time. We'll take that right palm, the fingertips to touch the fingers of the left palm, and we'll press the fingers into each other. You should feel a nice stretch in the palm, in the fingers, in that forearm. And let's take a full breath cycle here. Nice big inhale. And a nice big exhale. And then we'll swap it out. So the left palm will press against those right fingers. Feeling that nice stretch in the fingers, in the palm, in that forearm. And we'll take a full breath cycle here. A nice big inhale. And a nice big exhale. We'll release that, both palms facing up to the sky. And we'll inhale here to sit up nice and tall, lengthening that spine. And as we exhale, we'll bend at the elbows and give ourselves a tap on the shoulders. Inhale, opens up nice and big. Exhale, brings the palms towards the shoulder. Inhale, sending all this love to you. Exhale, sending that love back to me. 2 more times. And last time. And keeping those palms on the shoulders, we'll begin to circle out the shoulders, bringing those elbows down towards the earth, towards the back of the room. They circle up towards the sky, back down and around. Syncing the movement with the breath. Inhales, bring those elbows way up to the sky, and the exhales, they circle back down and around. Just a few rounds, noticing any and all sensations. Let's do 2 more in this direction. Noticing if you have any cracking going on. Waking things up. And after you've completed your 2 cycles, let's bring it in the opposite direction. Those elbows come forward, up to the sky, and they circle back down and around. Just a few rounds here. And let's do 2 more in this direction. Let's bring our palms to heart center, opening our elbows nice and wide here. pressing those fingers and palms into each other. You're activating your arms, your shoulders, the entire torso is engaged here. The belly's pulled in here. We'll take a nice big inhale here. And as we exhale, we'll press that left elbow over towards the left. Inhale brings us back to center. Exhale presses that right elbow towards the right. Inhale comes back to center, and we'll do this one more time. Pressing with all your strength, coming back to center, and bringing those palms down towards the thighs. Just taking a moment to notice, maybe soften the gaze down. Noticing the physical body, maybe your heart is beating a little faster, and tuning into your breath. And softening the eyes open. We'll do a little bit more for our fingers here. So taking that left hand, bringing it up and making the OK sign here. And then really trying to reach those other 3 fingers up to the sky. You can feel all the muscles and tendons getting a nice stretch here. Keep reaching. And then we'll bring that middle finger in. And again, reaching those fingers skyward. And then let's swap it out to the ring finger. And again, reaching all those fingers up. Stretching. And then let's bring that pinky down. More stretching here. And we're going to do this only one time, but at home you can work your way up to 10 times. And then releasing that palm down to that thigh. We'll take our right palm up and make that OK sign. And really reach those fingers skyward. Stretching all those muscles. And then let's take that middle finger. This one's a little hard for me. Reaching the fingers skyward. Let's take that ring finger touching the thumb. The other 3 fingers extend skyward. And then the pinky. And then we'll lower that palm down towards the earth. And the hands can come to heart center. We'll do a few sun breaths here. As you inhale, we'll open those arms wide, reaching those fingertips skyward. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, presses those palms up together skyward. Exhale, parts those arms wide. Inhale, bringing those palms skyward. Exhale, brings the palms to heart center. Just continuing with this flow, few more rounds. Inhales, always bring those fingertips skyward. Exhale, brings it towards center. Inhale, fingertips skyward. Exhale, opens wide. Inhale, brings those fingertips skyward. Exhale, brings the palms to heart center. Let's just open those arms nice and wide, coming into our life force reach. Really reaching those fingers towards either side of the wall here. Reach. And then let's bring those palms to heart center. Closing the eyes or softening the gaze down. Noticing any and all sensations. And softly bowing the head towards your own heart. And thanking yourself for coming to this practice today. And the inhale brings the head back to neutral. As you're feeling the thumbs pressing into your heart space, may you live your lives with compassion. Thumbs come towards lips. May you speak only words of kindness. Thumbs come towards third eye. May you see beauty in all things. Namaste. And thank you for sharing the practice with me today.